Somebody, right before church started, asked me, what kind of jokes are you going to do this morning? Obviously, my reputation precedes me. And the sad thing is, all I could say is, I don't really have any jokes for today, because today is not really a joking kind of sermon. Why? Because not everything in the Bible is funny. Definitely pray for him for these next 4 days. Okay. Over the past several weeks, we have been looking at how to become spiritually mature or spiritually stronger. And we've looked at a lot of concepts like praying, reading the Bible. And these are things that we need to be doing every day. And today, we're going to look at what it means to carry your cross. And let's face facts. We all have a cross to carry. And honestly, the cross can be the heaviest thing we will ever carry. I would even go so far as to say that a lot of us can't carry our cross because we are not spiritually strong. Yeah, I don't think the true problem is that of a lack of strength. I think it's a lack of willingness. I think a lot of people just don't want to carry. We like sitting in the pew. We like acting like we sing the songs. We like just simply listening. We like doing the bare minimum. But understand, the carrying of the cross means we have to put in the work. We have to do the heavy lifting. And people just don't want to work. Also, the idea of carrying one's cross has been lowered or downplayed to that of a bad punchline for existence. One might say, I hate that I'm so good looking. That's my cross to carry. Or, I hate that I'm right all the time. That's my cross to bear. And if that were the case, that's 2 crosses I would have.
If you're going to tell a joke, you might as well bomb.
It bombed. Wow. That bombed hard. But the carrying of the cross should never be lowered to that of a punchline. It should never be downgraded. So what does it mean to carry your cross? And more importantly, why do we need to carry it every day? Luke 9:23 says this, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. The cross can represent the inevitability of life, meaning carrying your cross comes with understanding that you will have trials, you will have temptation, you will have burdens to bear, and ultimately you will face them. The cross also represents making Jesus your priority in life. Therefore, the cross represents the sacrificing of your worldly life to live the Christian. Yet the cross is not thrusted upon you. It is not mandatory part of life. It is, however, a voluntary action. Understand, Jesus is not going to force you to carry the cross, nor is he going to force you to make him a priority in your life. Notice what Jesus says. They have to take up their cross. Basically, the cross is just sitting there, waiting for it to be picked up. Now, let me throw out a very strange theory that you guys have may never heard before. Given that the cross can represent the inevitability of life and the inevitable death, it's safe to say that every one of us has a cross, believers and non-believers alike. Given that, I'm starting to believe that all of our crosses are attached to us, but we are not necessarily forced to carry it. I want you to think about this one. There could be a large wooden cross that is chained to your leg. And the question becomes, do I voluntarily pick it up? Or do I just drag it behind me for the rest of my life? And this metaphor makes sense to me because we're all going to face trials. We're all going to have problems. We're going to face death, whether we believe in Jesus or not. Therefore, we all have a cross to bear. Yet, God is not going to force you to carry it, yet we are still having to bear the weight, whether we carry it or we drag it. So given that, we have to ask ourselves a question. Is it easier to carry your cross or to drag it? Now, we can look at this question scientifically, and we can look at weight and friction, the type of ground you're on, and whether or not we're going uphill or downhill. But I don't think it's a question of weight. I think it's a question of hand placement. And you may be very confused right now, because you have no idea where I'm going with this. And neither did I when I was starting to write this. But if you think about it, think about what it takes, what the difference is between carrying the cross and having something strapped to your leg. Now, you've all seen it. You've seen those prison movies where the prisoners has that big, long ball and chain. The big iron ball, big black iron ball, and it's chained to your leg. And they would drag it everywhere they went. Anybody know what that's called?
Gang.
It's all about the same. I was just going to say a weight, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all the same, okay? They would pull it with their legs. They didn't pick it up with their arms. They didn't pick it up with their hands. Thus, they are free to pick up whatever they want, even though they're dragging that ball behind them. Their hands are free because there's nothing in their hands. However, if you carry something, you use your hands, and your hands are no longer free to pick up anything else. Understand what Jesus says. Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves. The denying of yourself means the denying of worldly pleasures or worldly possessions. So guess what? If your hands are free from the carrying of your cross or the burden of carrying your cross, you can grab a hold of whatever else you want. You can grab a hold of cars, money, frivolous things. But remember, the inevitability of life is still strapped to you. You're still carrying it around with you, whether you picked it up or not. You are still dragging it around. Now, some of you parents out there know exactly what I'm talking about because your kids grab everything. Doesn't matter what it is. You put them in a shopping cart and you push them through Walmart and their hands are going everywhere. They're grabbing the next shiniest thing that they see. I want this and I want that. And just for the record, those shopping carts are actually called shopping carts. They're not called buggies. I don't care what anybody in the South says. Okay, they are shopping carts, not shopping buggies. I hate that phrase. Just being honest. But a lot of adults are just like those kids. And they're just grabbing the next shiniest thing that they see. I like this. Ooh, look, that's shiny. I want that. Adults do this. You're not an adult. You don't have to worry about it yet. Understand? The carrying of your cross means you are gripping tight to Jesus. You are holding this with both hands, meaning you can't get a hold of anything else. Thus, you have made Jesus your priority. Now, how do I know this? How can I say this? Because in verse 25 he says this, what good is it for someone to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit their very self? You see, by not carrying your cross, you are free to carry whatever you want. Whenever. You can carry the whole world and everything it has in it. Now let me show you what I mean by this. In Matthew 19, we read about a man that we come to know as the rich young ruler. And he asked Jesus a question about eternal life. And the first half of Jesus' answer really talks about obedience to the word, obedience to the Ten Commandments. But the second half of Jesus' answer deters the man from ever following him. He says this, Jesus told him, if you want to be perfect, go and sell your possessions and give the money to the poor, and then you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me. So understand the implications here. Jesus says in Luke 9 that if you want to follow him, you have to pick up your cross daily. In Matthew 16, Jesus says that the man has, in order to follow Jesus, he has to drop whatever he is already carrying so that he has hands free enough to carry the cross. But look at what happens. But when the young man heard this, he went away sad, for he had many possessions. You see, the man couldn't let go of the world that he was hanging on to. He was carrying everything the world offered, and he did not want to hold on to Jesus. Therefore, he had no free hands to carry his cross. And honestly, Jesus is telling all of us to let go of what we're already holding on to in order to hold on to him. Now, I'll be brutally honest about this, okay? We can't get a hold of Jesus if we're holding on to anything else. If we're holding on to addictions, grudges, burdens, anything we just don't want to let go of. Because all of those things take up space. And all of those things take up your free hands. Which leads me to a simple fact. We can't hold on to the cross with one hand. It's all or nothing. Let's face facts. We all like our cake and eating it too. That may be why I'm 270 pounds. Okay? I like my cake. I liked it a little too much. I'm getting all kinds of compliments about that one, yeah. I cake, and I ate a lot of cake, and then I ate other people's cake, and then I ate other people's cake, and then I ate Nancy's fudge, and it got even worse. Okay? I'm just telling you that's why. Good for you. I haven't weighed 142 since I came out of the womb. Therefore, you can't carry the cross with one hand while holding on to the world with the other. I'm going to show you. Actually, better yet, come up here. Come up here, man. Come on. You opened your mouth. Let's go.
Can I?
No, you wait. Pick it up. Yeah. One hand. Yeah. If you didn't hear that, he said, "Oh God, that's a lot of weight." Huh? One hand. What? What's holding it? You are. Doesn't matter what's on it. Hold it. You got the rest of the sermon, buddy. Okay. Understand the
Let me do it. Let me do it.
It's not slippery. It's too heavy for you.
Let me do it.
Get up here. Try it.
Can
Come on, Neil.
I do it after you?
If he can't do it, you're not going to do it. Rest of the time. Understand the implication here, okay? Jesus is telling us that the Christian life cannot be a balancing act. Yet that's what people try to do. That's what he's trying to do. They want all the worldly. Come on, what do you think? You're going the wrong way. There you go. Don't kill yourself in the process.
Can I do it?
You're kind of dropping the world here, but hold it. Hold it. Come on, man. I get it.
Can I?
No, sit down. You're good. That cross weighs more than you do. They want to enjoy the world along with enjoying everything that God has to offer. But that's not what Jesus said. Now, let's be real here. It is very hard to... You already dropped it, man. It's heavy, isn't it? Yes, I know. You're good. Go on. What? What? I know I am. But he actually is funny. That's what he said. Thank you. Eventually, just like he demonstrated, we also come to the weight. And you can't hold on to both forever. Thus, you choose to drop one. And guess what? The rich young ruler chose to drop the cross just so he could carry the world. Jesus told him, if you want